Hello, everybody. It's a Beautiful World podcast with yours truly, Summer Austin. Today, the subject we are talking about that's on my mind is how to handle it when, if you, like, for example, if you have been in mental health or for any other reason, if you have any bits or bouts of paranoia, how to deal with when you think people are talking about you all the time. And I just moved into this neighborhood 2 years ago, and I just seem to, yeah, right. People tell me it's paranoia. Maybe it's paranoia. They're not talking about me, right? When I'm the only girl sitting out there and they're like, that girl this, that girl that. But I seem to, in my mind at least, be the topic of conversation for everybody around. And I do have suspicion that somebody I know has been spreading rumors about me, all the dirt on me. So you really can't blame them, right? But whoever has never sinned, throw the first stone, you know? I mean, do I have to defend myself? I've been doing the best I can all my life. I only want people to be happy and successful and free. And so these people all seem to have something to say, whisper about me everywhere. I can't come outside without people whispering and talking every time they walk by about me. And it just came to me like a solution, which I'm really grasping at straws right now, but it's sort of the obvious thing. Just go about your own life, don't mind them. But to tell you the truth, I'll admit I do get a little fed up and frustrated, and sometimes it takes a big loud lecture to get it all off my mind, out of my brain, and into the air where it can dissipate. And so I'll take a little corner in the backyard and just shout out all my aggressions toward everybody and how I feel so misunderstood by everybody. And there are also some misconceptions. I mean, that's too much about me. But anyway, so I hope you're all having a great day on this beautiful spring day. And just follow your dreams, endeavors. Um I remember a year ago I was just thinking, how am I gonna make publish my books, my poetry? How am I gonna make a website? And I got that going and I started painting, and so I just, you know, took that and ran with it. And so now, since only because I'm a member in the art gallery downtown, I get to put a painting up every year in the member show. But I mean, I'm saying whatever your interests are, keep trying, keep plugging. I'm sure, I hope, there should be some kind of agency or something. And I was lucky to enough to be able to be recognized by the company Podmatch, which has given me great guests for my podcast. I hope you've listened. They're really fun. And they pay you a minimal amount, which is fine with me for being a host. I don't know if they pay guests, but and I'm on my 15th book with KDP Amazon, which you could publish for books for free, and you get half the royalties, which is a good deal, I'd say, comparatively to all these publishing companies to say you have to pay them for them to publish your book, which I don't know if that makes sense at all, like thousands of dollars, as I mentioned before in another episode. So yeah, really, I don't know. I'm just like a living um I wanna say attribute, but that's not the right word, testimony to that. If you follow your dreams step by step, no matter what situation you're in, go for yourself, do things for yourself, further yourself, even if it's one little tiny step at a time, doing the things you gotta do, self-care, hygiene, and then also keep in contact with, your friends and family, anyone who's down low at a down low point at a low point. Especially if you have kids, more power to you. And uh so the other day on the bus I was telling them, what is that sign? You have to fold up your stroller. There's a baby in the stroller. I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, make room for women and their children. So and other than that, around the town here, the people young people like to cross the street at the green light, and I asked the mayor if she could just put up a sign that says "Slow down," either school zone or kids crossing. I mean, that sounds funny because you know the sign deer crossing, but yeah, I don't want any mishap. So please, everyone, just sort of slow down and realize there's innocent, I mean, like people who like to try to be cool and run across the street with their friends and then they're under peer pressure, and I don't know, it just doesn't I mean it seem right because it's dangerous, and I care about, I don't know why, maybe I shouldn't, but I do care about these kids. So and in other news, but I hope everything's good in your neck of the woods wherever you live. I know this podcast has been going internationally, and there are some war zones, and major mishaps happening across the seas from where I am. I hope that all is resolved. Just talk it out, maybe we don't have to play what they call tit for tat and get back. You get me, I'll get you, I'll get you, you get me, and we'll get back at each other and kill everyone because it's just not helpful. And so if you can just get to the root of the problem and try to understand each other where you're coming from, because I believe even the world leaders have good intentions, no matter how much the past history has, you know um ruffled their feathers. We all have to forgive each other. The countries have to forgive each other. Don't forget to forgive yourself, because that will be a for me, it was a major breakthrough when I decided to forgive myself. And so I just, as maybe a known phrase or saying, everyone's doing their best. So give people a chance. And so, although it does seem like there was a post on Facebook, like, you're not my kind of people if you like to laugh at the homeless, laugh at the disabled. And I love that post. Um, so God bless whoever wrote that post, and anyone like that who actually wants to show compassion instead of making people feel bad. Because, like, that's really petty. I mean, but people are people, so. But you have to admit that's it's just like it's sort of snotty and stuck up, because I mean you could end up in that situation. Don't know what, and put those people in those situations. It could have been something out of their control, and they're people too. So just hear me out. So that's just the climate of where my mentality today. So hey, shout out to Japan, South America, Europe, Russia, and all around the world. So thanks for listening to my podcast, and I hope you have another great day. It's spring everywhere. There is no opposite season on the other hemisphere of the world, contrary to popular belief. It's hot at the equator. The world is the same distance from the sun in all hemispheres. Sorry to dispel that misconception. Okay. Also, I do not believe, although we're taught that in school, that Native Americans came from China. I don't even think that's true at all. Just my opinion, and so you can believe what you want. All right, thank you for listening. This is, I guess, it's about the regular time of my duration of this podcast, but sorry, excuse me. So sometimes it goes a little over, and so this one's going to be a little under. And hope you have a great day. Shine on. A Beautiful World podcast. Some are awesome. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.